Okay. Not sure who's here yet, if anyone's here. IBD's been blowing up my phone this whole weekend, it looks like, with some really bullish notifications. Markets at all-time highs. I see no reason to be skittish with stocks at this moment in time. So let's find something to buy. Okay, so they've got the EIBD. Let's go look at that. 5 explosive stocks setting up new buy points. Okay. Sorry guys, doing some work over here. A little excited today about the markets and all. Big cap 20. Rising and consolidation pattern. Is that even a thing? Looks like a double bottom. 143.80 entry. How is this not a double bottom? It's looks like a freaking double bottom. Service now is in a buy range. Really, above an ascending base? 1, 293.08 buy point. Kind of a strange ascending base. Okay, that's not horrible. Kind of weird though. They got PayPal. Kane Sex's buy point HEI. This Copart guy holding up over 3 weeks tight entry. Comcast is in a first stage base. Zoom and beyond. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. Wow. Cyber here looks really good. Kind of had an early breakout here on decent volume. Man, wasted this whole time. Is nobody watching today? I'm by myself. It says 2 people are watching. Well, hello, silent watchers. How you doing? Very orderly pullback. Looks like it's a flat base. Still quite a ways from a breakout, however. Also, earnings are coming out on 8/7. May wait, may not. $166.50. What's up, Ti? You lurking today, buddy? 167. I think it was. Yeah. 120. Not too bad. That's from today. Amazon play still on tap here. Apple gapping up this morning. Netflix here with a cup and handle pattern. So let's throw an alert here. Hey, what's up, Rob? Squares up a little bit. I'm right at my actionables right now. Okay. Netflix down as we're opening here. Square up a little bit. The Netflix chart, IBD said Netflix had slowing earnings. We'll see how that works out. What's up on the global watch list? Quad U. Grifols. Wow, look at that. What? What are you doing here, Grifols? Got some mad gap going on this morning. 66 composite rating for Grifols, 79 relative strength. So definitely not the strongest stock. Spanish manufacturer, plasma derivatives, biological products, diagnostic systems, and medical materials. The chart looks like it's producing something pretty healthy. Missed that breakout. About to have a golden cross right here. And could try to get going back up to that 25 level. It's got an alert on MU right now. Oh, right there. That's already pretty extended. Our entry probably would have been down there, but I wasn't really looking at MU. NASDAQ up 0.3%. What's Tesla doing? Tesla gapping up this morning. Non-stop. Look at that. Oh, what? Tesla says former employees stole sensitive autopilot source code. Oh, that's good. Ultimate car of the year? What the hell's that? Wow. Our buddy Funko down here at these lows. I'm kind of liking this for a bit of a turnaround play. It's got a rounding component to the bottom here. It's not bad. I'm not really mad at this down here. Market 0.2% almost. Sitting on a few AAL shares, TI. Sorry, I kind of missed that earlier. AAL. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually fairly interesting down here at these lows, support near the 30 level. Looks like we have this. We're just starting to cross this 10-week moving average. All right, no, I guess that's the 40-week moving average. 10 weeks down here. A little bit of a bull flag consolidation. It's had these a couple times in the past. This one looks like it's trying to edge out, which is different. Hasn't edged out like that in the past. Square down a little bit this morning. Stalling at prior highs. Decent volume on the sell-off. I still have my Riot for some reason. Piece of crap. Piece of crap, Riot. Pays again. Sitting right there at the highs, not wanting to go down. Beyond Meat looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good. INSG holding really nice up in that channel. Funko QLYS out of that beautiful pattern right there. Chipotle looking really good. Just popped off right there for about $2. Those earnings coming up very quickly though. Probably will jump through the earnings. You never know though. Winnebago looks really good. Etsy, not so fantastic. Jazz dumped. Looks like Friday. Two pretty big sell days right there for Jazz. Up against a support line. Good action at the end of the day on Friday. Look at all that volume stepping in right there. That's pretty positive. With support at that line. Actually not super mad for it, trying to get back up into the 140s. How long that'll take, though, is a different issue. And whether you want to hold for that. Square back up in a positive territory. ZTO very flat right there. Looking good on a, looks like a double bottom pattern right here for ZTO. Let's see what IBD says about ZTO. Above the 50-day, so 84 composite rating, 73 relative strength rating. A little bit better, not great. It is first ranked in its group of transportation. Operations Logistics provides express delivery service throughout nationwide network and value-added logistics services in China. I love this narrowing right here. Did I have ZTO on my option? I did. I was watching a January call. Up at the 24 level. Amazon Disney is still looking real good. Sherwin-Williams on a slight pullback. Maybe go on a little mini run. Does have earnings coming up pretty soon. 7/23. Was that a week? Yeah, a little over a week for Sherwin-Williams earnings. Always hard to get it right before earnings. I need a strategy for that, just without doing some crazy option stuff. Can't really think of one. Square back down. Looks like we're going to go for a pause here. NASDAQ 0.1% stalling up here. We are into all-time highs on pretty much all the indexes at this stage, which is very, very bullish. So regardless of a little bit of stalling, try to stay involved and try to have your positions. And don't be too timid taking positions. We haven't seen a lot of things like really start to just run up, but things are sustaining above levels, which are good. But, you know, we're not just crazy running like that. All right, let's go back up here again. Quad U, EDU. WHD on a pullback. Looks like it's setting up. And this morning with a massive size candle. Fairly clear support right there. We have this prior high here to get over at about the 33 level. WHD, what's your stats these days? Definitely not very good. 59 composite rating, 25 relative strength. That Registration Hardware trying to make a comeback? Looks like it. Looks like it. How's our Funko doing down here? Oh, it's right around that 50-day too. So it's kind of, that's 16%. That's 16%. Wow, let's get back up to recent highs. That's crazy. Wow, that's a lot of yeah, I guess it's in line. Ooh, VFF tanked. There's Cyber. All right, I kind of like this. Man, earnings 8/7, so about 2 or 3 weeks. It's about 3 weeks away. 7 on 10. That looks really good. I believe this is an IBD one as well. Yeah. 138.83 flat base entry. A few bucks below that right now, but it's looks like it's getting back through that 50-day. Oh, they're even throwing Twitter on the IBD 50 now. Oh, they got Match up here too. Looking good. Oh, Match does Tinder? Oh, okay. That's pretty popular. These three giants, software stock with 650% growth, eyeing new buy point. That's Autodesk. As I type that, CyberArk's going. Good volume this morning. Hey, what's up, Eli? Rob, no, I don't have a stop loss on my TQQQ, actually. That's a good question. It just kind of goes. Yeah, the Nasdaq, I mean, I guess it can have massive moves up or down, but it generally doesn't. It generally is an index, so it's highly unlikely unless you have like a war or, a 9/11 event, something really, really unexpected. It is usually pretty stable. It's not going to gap down when Apple has bad earnings. I mean, it may a little bit because Apple's a huge stock, but it's got Facebook, it's got Facebook, Netflix, Microsoft, is all these barriers against these trillion-dollar companies. But cyber killing it. It's not on my actionable list. It should be. I just got into some cyber. See how that goes. Really like this little consolidation. Should have jumped on it earlier this morning. That's okay. Funko. I like this coming out of this bottom. Volume's not very massive, but it's not looking too bad. Kiwi. I like this Kiwi chart. I just don't know what to do with it. INSG looks really good. I like this Kiwi chart. Don't start saying stuff like that, Eli. You're gonna scare me. What's AMD doing? All in on AMD. Just say I should have had a position in AMD. Because when you go all in, you go all in. Then if you got one nice 10% gap down, that really hurts an account. So, but yeah, looking better. Came down, tested that 50-day again, then bounced off of that. I mean, ideally, trying to find stocks. Netflix not having a good day. They mentioned they should start slowing profit. ESNT, NSC, Norfolk Southern looking pretty good yesterday at the buy point, but no volume following through. So no reason to get in. AMRN, a little bit lower. Carvana still in this consolidation. Not happy going into highs there. Chegg pulling back a little bit. Same with Intuit. Twilio, unable to really find an area to bounce here. It's not back to the 50-day yet. If it gets back under the 50-day, that could be a nice entry point for a bounce. Now, it did go flat here for the most part. A couple of spike ups, but the closes were well underneath this. So you've got about a 10% drop here. Get rid of that now. Square looks like a little bit of topping action after just a massive run. Just a really nice run up here. I don't know if I should ditch it. I don't know. Want to stay with it. Disney pulling back. Never really did get a lot of volume on this breakout attempt. It did get average volume, but the average has been really steadily declining. So you kind of had that going on. And you can see we bounced up. There's little volume here at the end of the day. Nothing really major during market hours, giving you a lot of confidence in something. OKE is a new addition. This guy looks like it's rounding over on that 5-minute chart. Take-Two pays. Sherman-Williams stalling at that trend line. Sand. MTCO still in this channel. Looks like it's getting down to the bottom, more bottom part of the channel. We'll see how it handles the 50-day. ZTO still looking pretty good, really flat up there. Cisco not selling off yet. This is only up a little bit. It's trying to move out into new highs. You can see the weekly basically going parabolic. If this thing were to reach for the stars at 100, that would be huge, but I'm not sure what the massive catalyst for Cisco to do that would be. Amazon looking pretty good above that buy point, still in the lower range of this pullback. Lower 30%, maybe 40% of this red day right there. You can see volume on Friday on Amazon was just very muted. Very, very muted. And today, much of the same it looks like. Stream problems? I hope not. I hate resetting my damn router. Really annoying. Tilray. Not looking very good. ZTO again. EPAM continuing. Jazz, Qualisys, INCY pays. MJ with a little bounce. Who cares? I'm mad at MJ. IIPR pays again. Chipotle. Match.com looking good. I really like this Kiwi pad. I don't know what to do with this though. I mean, it's kind of like a blue sky breakout, but kind of not like a blue sky breakout. Only up 60%, so it's not quite a high tide flag. I gotta ice something on this. Keep coming back to it. Just can't help myself. I mean, your measured move out of this is really nice. But I guess in reality, if you're looking at this weekly chart, it's basically turning into just a flat base. 1, 2, 3. This would be the 4th week. The next week would be the 5th week. And so you're looking at a general 20% run. Should be 25.12. And that's a big run right there. And there's not a lot of wiggle room on this guy. There's our Funko bottom I like. Looks like it already had a little leg up here this morning. Secondary leg. Broke the morning range right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there's kind of your morning range. It broke that. And Cyber keeps looking good. Funko, AVGO, Auto Home. Man, Quad U, what a down day. What was that? Uranium mining or a national security issue? Oh yeah, that I think that would tank you. Halted due to news pending. Trump set to reject quotas. Oh. Yeah. Avoid this thing. MongoDB, what are you doing down here, buddy? You got a 50-day moving average support right there. You're kind of getting lower. Looks like you're setting up for another base. Yeah, I guess that qualifies. Okay, so there's a cup and handle. It's pretty low handle, but I think it qualifies. So this would not be it's like a fourth stage base. There's a cup and handle right there. Two base on base. Third stage. This would be a fourth stage base for MongoDB, really. Wow. Looks like that's very excellent technology. That's just got to be, man, it's got to be just really good technology. There's no other explanation why it would be up so much. Man, they're not on IBD's list, so I can't really see what news articles they have. I'm waiting for the comment, Eli. You know I am. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Last article with MDB is 7.3. Yeah, I'm still waiting too. Still waiting. Oh, trigger warning? Yeah, maybe. Although it's kind of fun out of the blue. I think it's just a little more fun. I'm looking at the stock, Eli. I'm just looking at the stock. I didn't tell you I got MongoDB's Ultimate Master Gold Platinum Service Plan. I didn't tell you that. I'm just saying the chart. This chart shows this is. I'm just saying the chart shows that it's good stock. It's good technology. That's what the chart shows. That's what the chart says. You got to listen to the charts, Eli. Yeah, as part of their master gold platinum service plan, if you mention MySQL, they hang up on you. It's weird. It's really weird. You think they just, but you say MySQL and it's the system. It just hangs up on you. I should go all in. You're right. Exactly. Dude, I didn't think about it. That's a good that's good. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna wait for my time though. I'm gonna wait for my time. All right, Cyber leading the day here now. Look at that, nice continuation. Looks like it may break out today. This has some. Look at the volume this morning compared to the past couple of days. That's huge. I think trigger's a good word based on what you're saying right now. And look at this, we're getting liftoff. We may even break out from CyberArk today, which would be pretty awesome. 138.73, we're getting close. 138.72 right there. Let's see if we're going to print a new high and switch the bubble to the right. Probably. I don't know, we're close enough. Yep, there we go. Bam, switch the bubble to the right. How's our volume's looking really good this morning. That's really good volume in Cyber. Market 0.1. Man, that's a bullish day. I wasn't expecting it to break out today. I like the volume and stuff, but you just kind of go with the signals in front of you. Yeah, if this thing has some really good volume this morning. That's why I like the 5-minute chart. Usually don't get too crazy on looking at the 5-minute chart, but I do like to see the volume signatures. It's hard to see on the daily, because it's so early in the day, but Funko up 3% as well. Looks like it's doing pretty good up here too. VFF leading bounces today. Cyber now near the top of this list. EDU, MMNFF, ACB, Hexo, Cron, Excel. That's not bad right there. On the daily chart, looks like it's trying to curl up. I don't know if there's a name for that. Markets held positive all day today. We got back down to the hundredths of a percent, but we're coming back pretty good. There's my Griffles that I don't quite know what to do with yet. I don't know what to do with you, Griffles. You're on my actionable list, right? Griffles 1.54. You are not. There's Griffles on my actionable list now. Okay. Now you can bug me over here. Let's take a look at Soli. Ugh. Garbage. That's good volume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 week flat base. Dude, this thing should rock. Look at the volume today so far. Already at 400,000 of 900,000 is average. That's pretty nice right there. That's a nice looking base. That's a nice looking breakout. Just keep going. The The problem is when these things have these deep, if these things have deep pullbacks. Looks like we got a measured move from this slight little 1-bar breakout this morning on the 5-minute chart. So we'll see how it works, but I don't know. So far, really liking the action here. Market steady. All right, let's go down here. I'm not going to hawk it too much. A lot of little bounces off lows today. AMED, that's interesting. Look at that. Looks like we're breaking a symmetrical pattern here. And that's not bad right there. So you got maybe a retest of 140 in the mix. For AMED. I guess that's not too bad. It's about 11% for AMED. AMED. iRobot. Let's go see. Is it finally moving? I want this thing to get off of this trend line. It's got earnings in like very soon. 7/23 next week. Basically a little over a week from today, a week and a day. I'd like it to get off this trend line and start bouncing higher. It's a big range that it's put itself in here, but it's been really untouchable down here. Even these breakouts, I was thinking maybe I'm missing it, and then it pulls back, and I'm relieved I never got in. So you can see there's 3 pretty clear sell-off days. Well, well, I do like it, Eli, but I'm just saying if you look at the, so let's go by checklist. Flat base, check, right? That's a good thing. Supported a trend line, check. That's a good thing. Failure to go lower, having higher lows, check. That's a good one. Volume pops to the upside. I guess there's one there. If I can find the volume. There we go. Okay, so there's one. That's pretty good. So it's not too bad. Stalling candles would be a negative check, and there's 3 really large stalling candles here. So it's, something about that I'm not liking. I'm not sure if it's, I guess we can go down here and take a closer look. When's the last one? 7.5. So this is 7.10. So there's 7.5. Let's take a look at 7.5 and kind of see how that day. So we started going out higher and really good volume, actually. Look at that. That's pretty nice volume without digging any lower. And then here you've got a lower volume sell-off with some elevated volume here coming in at the end of the day right there. So that's actually pretty bullish. And this next one was 7.1. That's 7.1 right there. Man, there's been like gravel trucks in my neighborhood for a week and a half now. Okay, so this one looks like a distribution candle there. Is that rocks? What the hell is that? I think they're just big rocks in a truck. This one looks to be like a fairly decent sell-off day. They gapped it up. They sold it off all day long. So this one looks like pretty clear distribution. A little bit of buying at the end of the day there. I'm not really too mad at that. And then this other one here, you've got 620. Which is this day. And so that day you have a pretty nice volume on that one candle and sell off the rest of the day. So It's okay. I do like it. It's just it hasn't provided a really clear opportunity. And you know me with my options, it's all about the timing. It's all about getting that, momentum in. And let's see if I've got 15-minute no extended. I need a secondary smaller term time frame to reference here. I think I need to change this 15-minute to a 30-minute. Ooh, 34 minutes. Yeah, that's. I always talk about the 34-minute chart, guys. If you're not watching the 34-minute chart, you're a horrible person. Horrible. Okay. Is that 87 low? What day is this? Oh, only 5 days. Come on. 5 days. You suck. No, no, I don't think so. I don't think I'd go all in on iRobot. MongoDB really is the all-in play. Oh wow. My mom had a little episode last night. She uh took herself into well, she called 911. Ambulance took her to the hospital. She's okay. She spent the night in the hospital. High blood pressure, having stress test, then going home. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you watched 33.5 on what, Eli? On iRobots in the 90s. Excuse me. But yeah, I do like iRobot. It just needs to get up. Let me set an alert in it right here. Minute chart, Rob. That's true. We could go to a tick chart. You guys remember when we looked at a tick chart that one time? If you've never been on meth before, go to a tick chart and just stare at that all day long. Oh, the 33.5. Oh, yeah. No, oh, sorry. I was thinking the wrong context for that comment. Rob, we talk with your girlfriend all the time. We already know that. It's all good. It's all good. We don't judge. Nice. Very nice, Eli. Very nice. What are you in these days, Eli? What are we looking at? Let's look at some stuff. Cyber leading our chart here today. How are we doing here? Do we get up? Looks like we bounced a little bit higher. AMED look at breaking that much larger range right there. 30-minute volume needs to be heavier on this guy. Well, I guess we're halfway through this 30-minute. It's not looking bad though. Not great, but not bad. All right, Cyber leading the day. VFF. Cyber again following me. Oops, Auto Home Beta. Funko stalling out down here. AVGO, TZA. Okay, I've looked at all these. I want to look at something else. I'm going to find some more stocks. I need more stocks. Find me more stocks. I'm in another chat room over here. They're talking about WKHS. Oh, snap. Oh, that's the little $3 guy. Yeah. Nice. Market's in a no trade zone. What are you talking about? What's your no trade zone, Eli? I like this WKHS. That one's not bad. Excuse me. This look at this WKHSO. This is a pretty nice one. Look at that volume that stepped in here on the weekly chart. Pretty good. Nice little pop up. I'm not even sure what they do. It's current 25 million in funding. Huh. Yeah, I'm pretty heavy TQQQ, and I thought I should have gone more too. But I'm like, no, I got to play this strategy out. Because I was doing some calculations about the TQQQ versus my options trading, and I'm about even. I mean, you know, the market has had some good rallies. I think a lot of it is my position sizing and my not taking profits. So I'm trying to rectify that and take some larger positions, and I'm trying to be a little more aggressive with profit taking. So that's how I'm trying to rectify that. But the TQQQ positions just I mean, I'm up basically 25% just on the Qs, on the TQQQ. 24.75% is what I'm up. So basically 25%. Yeah, I went a little heavier this time. I went about 60% TQQQ because the breakouts didn't appear to be working tremendously. Well, the way I'm viewing that, and take this with what you will, obviously. If you look at the broad U.S. economy, it's doing very well. It's a very well grinding U.S. economy. We have low rates that are probably going to get lower, which is stupid, but at the same time more bullish for stocks. We can have that conversation in Love and Politics if you guys want to. We do have a slight recession going on in Europe, apparently. I've been kind of informed of that. I'm not really monitoring the situation, but it is what it is. And past that, we have the trade war with China, which we've been in the middle of now for a long time, which is probably the reason why we're not rocking into highs. So, I mean, that's already going on, and we're still kind of moving up. If that resolves itself, regardless of if something, whether we get a quote, I hate saying deal, whether we get a deal or not, then I think we're just off to the races then. Well, it'll definitely be in a recession if you take UK out of it. That's for sure. But that's just a recession on paper, I think. I mean, we don't know how it's going to affect, both countries, the European Union and Europe, England. So we'll see. I mean, the numbers will obviously show recession just due to the fact that keep wanting to say Europe, but it's not Europe. It's frickin' England. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. All right, Cyber looking really good here this morning. Look at that volume. We're already above yesterday's volume. About to hit average. We're going to have a pretty big day here today. Hopefully we can stay elevated. Hopefully. Yeah, I don't know what other big economies are left in the European Union. You've got Germany. Last I heard it, Italy wasn't doing well. I didn't hear much bad out of Spain. But I mean, who's left that's really an economic powerhouse? You gotta have one or two on your team, at least, ideally 4 or 5. England was a good second. Like in the U.S., we've got California, Texas, New York, Chicago, or Illinois as a state. Um, there's a few up and comers too, so that's really good. I'm not sure about the status of the European Union. Yeah, these guys here. Yeah, I know they're really big. Um, this one's definitely revert. This is on earnings, so that's one concern. And this day stalled out here. Hopefully, we don't get a day like this. 528. Looks like we may have that on the chart here. Okay, so this was 528. We had a pretty big volume in the morning, and then it kind of stalled out and then started selling off the rest of the day. And that ended up being a stalling candle. So it's possible, but I think that was the top of this base. Oh yeah, it was. Look, that's where the base started. So another high volume. High volume causes tops, bottoms, and breakouts. Hopefully this one continues on the breakout track. All right, Square pulling in about a 0.5% here today. Thinking I may still hold on to it. My 34-minute chart. Yeah, it's a little weird. So you have after hours in the gray, and then normal market hours are here in the black. Um, Actually, speaking of which, I do want to save this one. So it'd be a 30-minute, is it 50-day? 30-day chart? 30-minute charts. There we go. All right, so Cyber hanging out up top there, stalling a little bit. Funko down here at this bottom. Happily hanging out down here. Looks like we're chilling right at this little high here on the 30-minute chart. Square go down a little bit more. Overstock taking a dive on us today. KG lower. NBEV. Carvana. I like this chart. This would be a really nice one to break out. New IPO. Recent IPO, I guess 2017, a few years now. Very interesting. I think a lot of people know about them, and they're expanding rapidly. So I think, for many years to come, this could be a good stock. 64 composite rating, however, doesn't look so good. What else we got? EPS change negative 30%. Sales percent change 110% last quarter, 134%. 3-year sales growth rate is really good. 9.7 billion already? Wow. Yee. '96 relative strength rating for Carvana too. So that's really good. Netflix taking it on the chin this morning. Norfolk Southern never really getting going. Jazz just getting beaten up down here. This may just, is this my actionable list? This may be grounds for removal from the actionable list. It's down here near the support line though. You can see we wick down here, but all right, let's get rid of Jazz. Put Square. I hate that. Okay, pays. Snap right at the top of that trend line we mentioned this morning. AMRN looks like it's still trying to pull in a little bit. Service Now doing okay. Snap. Roku pulling in. Looks like we bounced back up. Remember, we were definitely down lower here. We had a 5-minute chart earlier, so it's going to look different if you guys are looking at that. AMRN, MDCO, Anik Fox, Pays, Stars, Amazon, slightly down today. Come on. Keep up. Looks like we're going to go a little bit lower. I think that cup and handles is way too obvious in Amazon. That Intuit chart looks pretty nice. I wish there was a little bit more volume, but it's not too bad at all. Sherwin-Williams still looking pretty good here. You can see on the 30-minute chart trying to break this this trend line here that I have loosely drawn. There you go. That's a little bit, well, I guess it's a little bit more honest. It's honest on this chart right there, not so much over here. Okay, look at that volume decline on this 30-minute chart. There's a line right here. Haven't had any major spikes in a while, so look for another major spike is maybe an impetus for this much larger pattern to finally give way. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're doing the damn sidewalks. That's why there's tons of trucks. I should have thought about that. Duh, makes sense. Disney's still looking super strong here. Volume's a little bit light on the breakout, but can't do much about it. It's still holding really tight up here. Very tight price bars. Look at that. Volume's right at average, even though averages are declining. Cyber looks like it's about to get to 6%. We'll get there in a minute. Take-Two Interactive. Cisco's looking pretty positive. ZTO still looking positive with a double bottom at about about the $20 level. EPAM just rocketing higher. Twilio's green now. Was red earlier. INSG ZM. Is that Zoom or is that Cyber up 6% now? Oh yeah. Looks like we had this one for a minute. Yeah, it's just getting out. Oh yeah, this is not looking bad actually. Got a breakout from a kind of a triangle right there. It's a little extended now, up 7%, 6.5%. There you go. Definitely extending on. That's good volume extension this morning. That's at least going to go up here and test that 107 level the way that's behaving. I'm not sure if it's today or in the next couple of weeks, but you can see there's kind of a semblance of, it's not really an ascending base right there. A gap. You got your gap fill. I mean, I'm not too mad at this at all. This is not bad. It's a little late right now. Hard to jump in right now. You could easily have a 3-4% pullback. Cyber's going though. The market's doing okay. You got some leaders. Cyber leading is really good. This has been a leading stock regardless of, the fact I just bought into it. This has been a really good leading stock, and the fact this is jumping today is pretty good. I think that bodes well for the sector. All in Zoom with Rob's money, absolutely. Absolutely. Cyber's my all in. So hopefully I rectified my position sizing problem on this trade. Got in a more normal sized trade for my current account size. I've been trading really small, which means my winners haven't been, um, beating my losers on a. Well, they have been, but hasn't been doing as good. I mean, my options trading should be outperforming my TQQQ position, and it's been fairly flat. I mean, yeah, not very good. Hopefully it'll just keep getting a little better there. Okay, what we got, Cyber? What do we got? All right, not bad, not bad at all. See, that's a more normal position size. Actually, maybe a little bit heavy. It's not too heavy. Yeah, that should be about right. Hopefully, you guys already got into Cyber. I don't want you to pump it here. Yeah, VFF keeps wanting to bounce off that 200-day moving average. Pretty good volumes down here the past 3 days, under 10.5 down to 9. Pretty aggressive downtrend right there. I mean, I guess you could just, I guess just the bounce of the 200 is enough for VFF. I really don't like to step in front of falling knives. Eli's pretty stingy with his gloves, I gotta say. I thought you'd be a little more generous with the use of your gloves there, Eli, but um, yeah. All right, they're elevating volume to the downside. Looks a little bit more than just a dead cat bounce. Got to get above that 10-12 level. We went flat right there, maybe even a little higher than that, but we got to get above there. All right, market to 0.2% higher now. Oh, QLYS. All right, this guy's looking pretty good. We're up 2%. Yeah, looking pretty good today. Volumes, not great. It's okay though. Yeah, a little bit high on a couple of those candles. But we're also not in breakout territory, so keep that in mind too. This whole base is down about 34%. This is a massive structure. So this Qualis chart, dude, is nice. Look at that. Look at this thing basing for over a year now. They own a power plant, Rob? I didn't know they were in the power plant business. They're a buy then. Forget MongoDB. Let's go into Qualisys. or VFF. That's funny. Look at that 40-week moving average, just super flat. really like this thing. Da 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 da. Volume's a little bit light. Of course, yesterday had a ton of volume. Looks like we're just continuing that run a little bit here today. I don't know how to... Yeah, I hear you, Eli. Yeah, some of those things you're just like, what are you guys thinking? What are you doing? I want to look at the numbers on Qualisys. '98 composite rating, 79 relative strength. That's really good. Oh, it's in the same group as Cyber. No wonder it's running. Oh, wow. Man, this thing, 98% composite rating is awesome. What's your market cap? Profit margin, 33%. That's pretty good. Where's your market cap? $4 billion. So it's not a very large company. What's your revenues, I guess? All right, let's go into the thingamajig. And A+ group relative strength rating. Up, down volume. Not a lot of quarters of increasing fund ownership, 0. That's not very good. Man, they got earnings coming up, though, too. Cyber, 6.14%. That's not bad. 731. I will say this about a lot of these. I don't think these are these cybersecurity stocks or is cloud stocks? I guess I'm not sure. Cloud-based computer security market. Okay, so they are security. Looks like they're coming back into fashion. And this thing, if this thing starts rocking out of this could be huge. I mean, look at this prior base on this thing. Look at that run. Just crazy run. You go over 36 to 98. This thing hasn't broken that's the other thing. This thing hasn't even broken 100 yet. Yeah, I really like this. I may just have to go all in on this one. Okay, let's do some good work. Let's do some good work here. So what would our target be? I mean, your traditional target would be like in, traditional investors business daily target of about 20%, which puts you only at 120. No, Rob. See, when something breaks $100, it breaks $100. There's a psychological component. Jesse Livermore talks a lot about it. I mean, calls it the century mark or something. I don't know. I have to get it out in reminiscence, which I guess I could do real quick. After this, I got to get out of here. It's getting to 7:40. Ford, you know, my friend, I'm actually not sure for international people. I haven't been introduced to that world, so apologize. I'm really not. I'm really not sure how that works out. To be honest with you, if anyone else here um, is international, you could maybe help out a little bit there. Yeah, I think 130. Okay, here we go. The first thing I saw on the quotation board was that Anaconda was on the point of crossing 300. It had been going up by leaps and bounds. It was an old trading theory of mine that when a stock crosses 100, 2, or 300 for the first time, the price does not stop at the even figure but goes a good deal higher, so that if you buy it soon as it crosses the line is almost certain to show you a profit. Timid people don't like buying stock at a new high record, but I had the history of such movements to guide me. So he talks. I think I have told you, I'm just searching 100 in reminiscence of a stock operator right now. I think I've told you it's been my experience that when a stock crosses 100, it nearly always goes up for 30 to 50 points, and after 300 faster than 1 or 200. First big wins was Anaconda. It crossed 200, and a day later it was at 260. Now keep in mind he's trading during the early 1900s, so there's no computers around. But yeah, so this is just phenomenal. I likes it. I likes it. I likes it lots. I like you long time. Yeah, so 130, Eli, that's not a bad target. Question is how long? Oh, snap, dude. Wow, if this 130 in December seems a little too soon. Little bit too soon. Yeah, get Bitcoin out of your head. You have to separate the two markets there, Ford. Kind of have to separate them out a little bit. Unfortunately, yeah, we only can go out into December. That sucks. That's really bad. I don't like that at all. I mean, I guess what looks realistic out here? I mean, if this thing does explode up, we got a trend line there. That's pretty steep right now, though. We don't have any major any major volume to kind of guide us. See, this one was a little less aggressive. And that only gets us into like the 106 level. This is a tough one. They don't give us any longer term options. Well, me any longer term options. Damn it. Cyber 6.5% right now. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mark Qualysis here. Let's go take a look at Cyber. Watch that beautiful green day. Breakout day. Hi, James. Did you have some water or something? What's the cup in your hand for? You want some apple juice? Do you need help getting it? Okay. I'll be there in 1 minute. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Been a good session. Find a way to keep an eye on Qualysis. This weekly chart is just phenomenal. Cyber's rocking today. Looks like that whole cybersecurity sector is doing good. So, all right, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.